All right, we are back. Example 4. This is similar to example 3, but we're going to use a ratio table, our favorite. So 120% of what number is 72? So 72 is our number that we have, and we need to turn this into, this one's actually with the ratio table. So we need to find an equivalent ratio with 72 as the part. So the first column represents the percent. Remember how we did this last time, the part and the whole. Man, I know this is a little confusing because how can you have more than the whole? And the part is more than the whole, like when you're talking about profits usually. Like if you own a business, then your profits could be more than 100%. So it would be this, pretend like this is 120% profit. So we turn this into 120 over 100, and we're looking for 72 on the top. Okay, so this is a lot of steps, not my favorite way to do it, but again, sometimes it might help some of us see it. So we're going to get to 5 on the bottom, 6 on the top, and you get there by dividing by 20. And that just helps us to get to an even number that goes into 72 evenly. So the reason that we chose 6 was because it goes into 72, and it also goes into 120. So we're going to divide by 20, divide by 20. And now in order to get from 6 to 72, we multiply by 12. And we also multiply by 12 on the bottom. And we get 60. So 120% of 60 is 72. Now, that's a lot of stuff. You might have to pause it to kind of catch how it all works. But the reason we went to 6 over 5 on this was because 6 goes into 72 evenly. Okay? Make sure you keep these notes handy because you're going to need them. Now, here's another one. 140% of what number is 126? Use a table to find the answer. So we're going to put 140 over 100. Okay? And let's see how they do it.
%140 of what number is 126? Use a table to find the answer. Create a table. Write 140% as a part and whole. Divide by 2. Divide by 10. Multiply by 9. Multiply 63 by 2 to get 126. So multiply 45 by 2 to get 90. You find that 140% of 90 is 126.
Okay.
100 is 120.
So this is a lot of steps, and I understand that. Like I said, this is not my favorite way. Sometimes the numbers go a little bit easier, but we got to take all these steps to figure out how to get to 126. Now, you can cut it in half and get to 63 and say, oh, start cutting stuff in half and dividing it by 10. But that stuff is a really long process. So if this is your jam, totally cool. But if it's not, you can always just divide, like the example 3. Okay? So if you totally do not get this, don't worry too much about it. It's fine. It won't be the end of the world if you're not able to do it with a table. But just so you're aware of what it looks like, I would write this one down so you have an example if you need it. Okay? Let's take a look at it. So try these two out. Find the whole. Explain your method. So this means you can use any method you want. 5% of what number is 10? 62% of what number is 31? So make sure your answer makes sense. Go ahead and try those. 1, 2, 3, pause. Okay, now that you're back, here are your answers. 10 is 5% of 200. 62% of what number is 31? 50. So you would put 62 over 100, right? And then you have 31 on the top. When that's divided by 2, so you divide by 2 on the bottom, and you end up with 50. This one, you put 5 over 100, and then 10 over something, and then 5 times 2 is 10, so 100 times 2 is 200. A lot of stuff there. So make sure that you have your notes and I would use the method that works best for you. If you like a table, great. If not, use multiplication and division and fractions because we've been doing a lot of fractions and converting and all that stuff. Okay? All right. Keep your head up. You're doing just fine. I'll see you at the next one.